So,
All right, we're getting ready to put some frames together here. I got my tools lined up there. I got my stapler, I got my nails, I got my glue, hammers, different brads and what have you. Here's my jig. I copied this off bsource.com. Build it yourself. Pretty easy to build. Here's a couple tools. We may try to make some wireframe or put on some foundation if we get a chance. There's a little tool there with a sharpened end there for shoving in eyelets. And here's a wire crimper. 2 of them. I put some rubber holes on the handles there. That thing was hurting my hands. That rubber hose helps quite a bit. Okay, that's about it. Rubber hammer. And got my wife here to... Alright, here's the pieces of the frames. You'll see end bars there, top bars, bottoms. That's it. Okay, we're going to start putting them together. You just got to push against the spring and open it up. Slide in your end bars. Not much to it. Alright, putting a little glue in the tops. I don't know if it's necessary. Most people do it. If you do boil your equipment, there's a good chance you'll just boil the glue right out of them. But it can't hurt. It don't take that much longer. Yeah, I told you. Alright, putting on some top bars. I try to keep them all going the same direction. Easy on your hands. Got them on there. Snug them up a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to flip it over carefully. Now we're ready to put the bottom bars on. A little more glue on the bottoms of your end bars before we put the bottom bar on. Pretty simple stuff. Put just a little dab on these sides on this end bar. Not too much to get on these things. They're hard to get glue where you want it. Alright, try to line it up on the end without going. You don't want to push your brad out the side. Goes pretty quick after you do this. Get to this stage. Yeah, that bottom brad was about 3/4. A little shorter than I like. I'd like to have 7/8, but this top brad's going to be 1.25 inches. I just seen one go out the side, so be careful. Center them up good. Hey, we gotta stick it up. Just bump them in a little. Looks okay. All right, now we're going to take them out. You just take this spring and unhook it and walk that top piece off. Now we're going to try to, let me see, it's been a while since I got these off. Here we go, lift the top off. Now you're rocking and rolling here. Now I'm going to come back and I'm going to shoot a brad right in underneath this top bar and hit this nice piece of wood here. You got one side that's thicker and longer, just more meat there to hit a hold of. So I'm going to run a brad right underneath here and we're going to call that good. All right, thank you. There's the brad. Well, we finally got one of these guns to work. You can see I got outside right there with that one staple a little bit. So you always want to check those and tap them back down so you don't break your fingers when you're in the hive. Also, I didn't really say this. This is a groove bottom frame, and it's a wedge top, and I've already cut the wedge out to you put wax foundation in or whatever, and of course it will work for plastic also. You don't have to wire these. Some people do. It's not necessary. Once this comb is in here and it gets a year or so on it, it gets plenty stiff, and you don't have to worry too much about it blowing out. It holds up well. So save your wire, save your pins, save your eyelets. I like this brad in the side here. I mean, you can lift, if you're really lifting hard with a frame, with a hive tool, you can lift them top bars off. But if you got a brad in the side, that gives you a little, it's less likely to lift out that easily. All right. Yeah, I'm using I believe it's a 1-inch brad here in the side. That's 1.25 inch staple on top and 3/4 on the bottom. But like I say, I'd rather have a 1 inch on that bottom staple. All right, we're just going to finish this video on this. Here's the bottom of that jig. You can see it's pretty simple, not hard to put together. That plans are right there. Here's the sides. You just cut a little bit of dish towel and just staple it on there. Just need a little cushion on them sides. You got a couple springs from a screen door, some eyelets. And you got 2 pieces you put in on each end. That's really about it. Then you got to put this these other 2 pieces up here with the springs on them, and that's all there is to it.